We now return to Let's Play Anno 1404. Well, things are... well, they are kind of going okay. We're actually very low on tax income, which I think is a good excuse for expanding this. Now, before I do that, however, I think I want to get started, just because I know a few things are coming. I want to get started on some weapons production. Now, that's going to take money that I don't have. Oh my, I didn't see that. And unfortunately, some stone as well. So you come here, and I guess we can afford to turn this on to normal speed. And we're going to get at least one weapon production outfit up there.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
And that ought to be enough. Well, let's go for 20, shall we? We do need a few of those things to be spent for the cathedral, which is going up quite quickly. I wish it told you in percentage how far that is, but yeah, we seem to be doing all right. And then, so obviously, this is now... Where's the other one? Where is your friend? That one. So yeah, this one is dragging it along. We're a little bit low on the beer. I don't believe beer is a problem. I think we've been keeping good tabs on that. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. So that's cool, and everything continues to rise. So all my basic supplies are taken care of. We are getting a nice amount of glass. I'm glad to see that. So yeah, we'll just, we'll do as I said and expand this around here into another area. And, you know, we might just go ahead and try and boost some tax revenue by creating a chapel. That's an easy fix right there. Okay, so put some of that down, and I'm going to grab... it's got to be within one of those building things. Well, okay, is there another way I can do this? There is. I can put that over here. Fine. We're definitely not... That's... What? Oh, it's got to be touching the... nuts. Game mechanics have foiled me again. Well, I guess I could put this up here. And then if we need to...
slipped into madness. How else can we explain his actions? I pray to Allah that we are able to prevent the worst.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is the easy solution. Just doing this. So we'll do that. We'll hook up a road here, and then I'll just do this. Nope. No, I won't.
One of my ships is missing, and now I had a vision in which it sank into the ocean. Please help me save the cargo at least. It is extremely valuable.
Okay. So that's over there. We ought to be able to sneak around. I'll have you go sail that way to do it. And we're waiting on the monies, which is now hurting even more. Unfortunately, I can't really use this stuff. I mean, I guess I could do the wood. Do we have another idle ship? I don't think so. I think everybody's on a trade route. Santa Maria, right, you're doing your thing. So how are we doing on the books? Man, I never... Okay, 42.
You have sighted new land.
I think we'll give that just a little bit. Well, you know, when I started the jerkins, I gave them... Yeah, let's start them up now, actually. I think when I started the jerkins, they were starting...
Some dubious characters have been sighted in the city.
Uh-oh.
Spies sent by Lucius, no doubt. We must catch them before they can wreak havoc.
Hold that thought. Touch that one. Oh my, come on. These should be way easier to find than they tend to be. I mean, they stand out, right? There's one. Oh, zoom in, get him. Okay, we did.
You have the spies?
Oh.
Excellent. Who knows what they were planning?
I thought there were 3 of them. Must have been stacked on top of each other? Okay, well, fine. So anyway, see the...
supply of
Good,
building
good.
material-
About halfway. Yeah, so when I gave them the jerkins, that was about 40, I seem to recall. So they ought to be able to fill up and maintain for a bit. They've all got their religion, so they're not filling in anymore. They're at max number. So we are... yeah. So we don't have to worry about lowering their tax rate. This is a nice island for wine, honeycomb, and furs. This is actually an ideal island for the patrician or the noble luxuries, it looks like. It doesn't have any gold, but for half of them anyway, this would be a nice place. It's got stone, brine. Well, maybe not as functional as this one, though. This has got wheat and grapes and roses. You know, I honestly, I mean, I don't know for sure, but I don't believe we need to worry about. Still, I haven't reached that. Need to worry about those end game things. We don't need to maximize the nobles. We just need to get them as part of this quest. What we're really focused on is just getting the cathedrals done. And, so breads, yeah. All peasant, citizen, and patrician end products. No. Oh, okay. I understand now. We're actually starting to get some excess hemp, which has been a thing that's been sitting there for a while. You know what? Okay, so I do actually have another one of those. I was thinking of putting down another glass maker. I cannot afford that, of course. Can't afford to even do the iron maker thing. But we're getting there. 75 minutes.
The supply of building
Okay,
material-
we haven't even hit the halfway marker yet. Thought that was going to be a little bit faster. It's okay. Another island? You got to be kidding me. Oh, it must be part of this then. I was going to say, that's not... How could you even... Ah, there we go. That's what we're looking for right there. Spilled ship. I have to say, I do really love the detail in this game. I know I said at the very beginning that this was a beautiful game so many years on, and it still, I mean, it's pretty good. Okay, and then we're just heading back, I guess. Right, so for tax revenue purposes, I guess we can knock down one of these. That'll take... Well, that'll cover the majority of them right there. Otherwise, we're going to be looking at having two, which we may end up having to do anyway. They'd be like right there, side by side. We'd be missing out on some of those people. Yeah, I mean, that's how we'd have to do it, pretty much, is put one there and put one there. Kind of a waste. I might just put down one, just for the sake of those individuals for their taxes and not much else. How much does that cost me? 1,500 as opposed to what I'm trying to do, which is only 900. And then I would have to put down a weapons facility anyway, which is going to be another 1,500, so maybe we'll just not do any of that at all. But Marketplace only costs 400, and I can expand that right now. I mean, we're doing okay on the taxes. Once I turn off the actual production, that'll go back up as well. So these guys are now fully maxed out. That's good. And as I said, we've got an excess of glass right now. Glass that I don't need for anyone. Because the glass is not being... Well, I mean, I could... what island am I... I could put another bookmaker on here, but we seem to be doing alright with that. I mean, I've got excess amounts of paper. Yeah, I mean, we're producing books at a fine rate as far as I'm concerned. You know, it's going up, so... I think 3 is definitely enough, and then we can probably go ahead and start selling paper, because that's still maintained. I mean, it's max. We can definitely go down to half. And maybe we'll get some cash out of that. Speaking of which, I can probably go down to this main island and fill up on
really
wood.
managed to salvage my cargo. Thank you. The ship may be lost,
Very nice.
but the cargo is safe and sound. This precious object was also among the cargo, and it will be of great service to you when you build your cathedral.
Yeah, so this increases productivity of my glassworks.
The voices. They said the Cardinal does not act in God's will, that he must be destroyed by my own hand. I will gladly bear this burden, if you will help me do it.
I
Will you
think
fulfill an old man's wish and
Wow, would you
rebuild the
stop?
city to its former size?
we're working on it, old man. Yeah, 40 ropes. We can totally cover that. Because I haven't been building ships with it. Oh, yeah. So, I think we might just be able to do this right now. Well, maybe not right now. If I lower their taxes to the point where they can start bumping up to patrician, we're going to be in trouble financially. Because I have so little money as it is. Okay. But, yeah, getting to why we're doing this in the first place, I just know we're going to need weapons a little bit later. So... Well, I can put it down and then I can turn it
One
off.
of your plants has stopped producing goods. One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
And there we go. Excellent.
What's this? Ah, this will increase productivity in the glass furnaces. Excellent.
Oh, yes, so we're going to have lots of glass, but let's not use it to bump these guys up. I'm just getting a little ahead of myself here, because I want 160, as I said,
Supply and building material.
sitting there. And
One of
then,
your plants
as far
has
as
stopped
money,
The
producing.
cathedral should also contain splendid stained glass windows. We should build up a supply in advance. After all, this building material is extremely fragile.
indeed, already way ahead of you. So, yeah, I could put it down here. I mean, this would be somewhat out of the way, and as if that cart doesn't
Some
already have...
dubious characters have been sighted
Oh,
in
no.
the city. Spies sent by Lucius, no doubt. We must catch them before they can wreak havoc.
Okay, so I need another glassworks, and we're already getting more spies. 1, 2, 3.
The supply of building material must not dry. You have the spies? Excellent. Who knows what they were planning?
Okay, so I guess that's what my money will go to then. Instead of working on that, we'll just go ahead and build another one of these. I could build one and then just turn it off, right? Because, I mean, we don't need it. Is that... Oh, it's got to be operational. Fully operational glassworks. And I just realized that this is actually being responsible for collecting from a lot of people. So, I don't know. We don't seem to need it, as I said. We'll definitely have our 160 by the time it comes round. But maybe for the purposes of bumping up our patrician homes. It's just, it costs so much money. 30 maintenance cost. But our production is also increased, so... you know, that alone, when you think about it that way, each one increased by 25%, effectively the 4 is 5. So, whatever. We'll just run it to the end. Is that not, I mean, I guess it has to make one before it becomes operational? Is that what it's, how did that, because I've got my 5. I don't know what that's going to take, but we've got it. Okay, we'll drop off the wood again. Nope, we will not, because I've got all my wood. Ah, yes, right. So let's fill in, no, not that much. Okay, we'll take you and go sell you to, well, so we could actually probably sell you to Hugh.
A letter from His Majesty, the Emperor. I thank God. He's already on his way here with his fleet.
Cardinal Lucius must be destroyed. Help me in my task, in God's name.
Okay. That's not what I was expecting that. Oh, right. Dummy. Turn around. Okay. Let's go check on this again.
The supply of building.
It's getting there, but we'll hold off on it. You know, like I said, this time around we might not... Oh, that's not my ship. We might not have to wait so long. You know, I'm not going to have to use the whole hour. Although you can tell, I mean, when you're not on super slow speed and you're still playing at the speed of thought, makes a difference. That's why I slowed it down for so long, is just because, you know, setting things up takes that time, that effort. So being able to just slow it down and think helps an awful lot. But yeah, I mean, we're in a very, very comfortable position. I would actually like to do... Oh. I put down spice instead of more dates. How is that hurting me? Predictably. So I don't have... Can I build? I cannot. Okay, so we're going to have to make a trade to make the money, to make the... Okay, now you're on your way, right? Build the trade to make the money, to make the... Noria. Just the Noria. That's a wasteful thing. But then I will have to get rid of this. So we'll do the Oriental Market building to here? I guess it's going to have to be to get that woodcutter still in there. Well, I want to get a little bit closer, but I think maybe we can squeeze someone in. Maybe. We'll need another date plantation in a hurry, and I'm just trying to look and see where I could maybe find some room. Well, okay, we'll put them out here. But it's got to be a little bit closer for the... Otherwise, that woodcutter's just not going to be worth it.
As far as I can tell,
Alright,
the new glass furnaces are already in operation.
Yes, they are.
Wonderful. Cardinal Lucius will be green with envy when he sees the windows in our imperial cathedral.
Let's get rid of that. Hold on a minute. Hold that thought, please. Okay, so we got that one done. That quest. And then I guess we're doing something silly and stupid here with this. Oh my god, would you bend the way I need you to? Okay. So I've still got money. Let's put down a Noria. Let's get this going. It's going to be out of production range, but we will be able to get one date plantation, I'm hoping. I might just have to reconfigure that. I can't believe I put that down. That's, wow. That was very, very bad. We might actually be able to... Oh, I can't even afford it? Yeah, it's just money that we're very, very low on. Oh, have you not made it there yet? Okay, I'm going to check on my cathedral again.
The supply of building material must not dry.
Okay. I really don't want this to flip over before I'm totally ready, though. That's just a thing. I would like to get almost all that glass just ready to go. Stone is obviously going down for the production.
Is that the delivery of goods for my shipyard? God shall reward me. I must start building my fleet immediately.
Okay, and that's that. While we're here,
I have seen your future in a vision.
that's it. So obviously...
My ships have no weapons. I cannot produce them in time without you. Please help me in the difficult task God has assigned me.
Okay. Well, this is what I had anticipated. That I guess now we're going to have to switch gears again and put it over here. Fine, we'll just do it right there.
Good. It's a deal.
Okay. Well, I had really wanted to do 2, since we can make that here. Trying to squeeze we're gonna need oh shit, this is actually quite a bit bigger, isn't it? As far as production goes. Because I need a charcoal maker. And then we're gonna have to wait for some money so I can make a smelter. You know what?
The supply of building material must not dry up. All will be lost if Lucius finishes his cathedral
I
before
feel like if we
us.
just turn this off instead, since it's too late, really, to make this matter. Okay, never mind. Never you mind. Changed my ideas. Okay, slow this down, because I need to find myself again. Okay, so we're gonna come over here, we're gonna steal all that stuff back. Well, no, actually we can leave it there, because I need to build more housing out here. We're not gonna do this. And, so what I'm gonna do instead is just come in here, and I'm gonna turn off all tool production, and we're just gonna use that instead, to make some weapons in a hurry. And now I know this is dangerous, but we are getting a supply of tools from here, and in fact it looks like we have a complete island that is totally ready. Where is Neptune? Why don't we have you go over and just help, because we're obviously not getting enough of this stuff dropped off. That is you who is not dropping it off. I guess we've got full capacity, so that's...
The supply of building material
shit.
must not dry up.
Ooh.
All will be lost if Lucius finishes his cathedral before us.
Wow, that really came very, very close. But this is good. So we'll still have time there. It's turned off. I'm now making a buttload of money back again. So we can now afford to put down 2 of these. I guess I'll just put them at the end here, because now this isn't going to be used for anything at the moment. So we'll just put down 2. Not enough monies. How much do we need? Okay. Well, that's going all right then. I feel like we're well ahead of schedule, which is great. We've gotten rid of the rope issue, the quest, so perhaps I'll want to start building... Oh, that requires weapons. Well, we might need that anyway. I don't think I have to actually make any weapons. Or any ships, I mean. So, yeah, and they all seem... We're doing okay there. So yeah, I think we'll just continue to expand this. Make some money out of it. Maybe make another one just for, again, money. We've got everybody who's ever going to be here on this island. Once I've got a surplus of...
Send the master builders back to work.
The 160.
Lucius won't allow...
Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Okay, I'm going to end this one here, and we'll continue on next time.